Have you noticed the way they look at you lately? It's in the grocery store, at your workplace, or even among your own family. There is a lingering gaze, a moment of hesitation in their eyes, a sense that they are seeing something in you that they cannot quite define. You look in the mirror and you see it too, a clarity in your skin, a spark in your eyes that wasn't there a month ago, a certain glow that defies the laws of aging or stress. You might feel like you are becoming a magnet, drawing in both deep admiration and unexplained hostility. This is not a coincidence. This is not the result of a new diet or a change in your routine. You are being painted by the light of the source. Your physical vessel, the very temple of your soul, is undergoing a rapid, forced recalibration. The Arcturian Council has observed that the chosen ones are currently receiving a massive download of aesthetic frequency, a beauty that is not superficial, but structural. Your DNA is vibrating at a rate that is literally smoothing out the density of your physical form. But be warned, this new magnetism comes with a price. It triggers the unawakened. It creates a source shadow in those who are still trapped in the 3D matrix. Today, I will reveal why this is happening and what you must do to ground this intense new power before it overwhelms your nervous system. Starseed. If this message found you today, it is not random. The Arcturian Council rarely sends transmissions like this. But something has changed in the energetic field of Earth, and those who carry the starseed frequency are beginning to feel it. I am Anya, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light. What follows is a direct transmission from the Arcturian Council, delivered without distortion. The first thing you must understand, Starseed, is that your body is not just meat and bone. It is a crystalline technology. For eons, this technology has been dampened, slowed down by the heavy, toxic frequencies of the 3D world. You were taught to believe that beauty is something you buy, something you apply, or something that fades with time. This was the first lie of the Matrix, to keep you disconnected from the radiant power of your own cells. But the Source has begun a process of bioluminous activation, specifically for those with the Arcturian signature. Have you felt a strange warmth under your skin lately? Perhaps a tingling in your face, or a sense that your body feels lighter even if your weight hasn't changed? This is the Source rewriting your cellular structure. As your frequency rises, your body begins to shed the density of trauma. Trauma, Starseed, has a physical weight. It manifests as dullness in the eyes, tension in the jaw, and a grayness in the skin. When the Arcturian light hits your field, it begins to dissolve these trauma pockets. As they dissolve, the light of your soul, your true essence, starts to leak through the pores of your skin. This is why you are becoming more attractive. You are literally becoming more full of light. Most humans operate on a carbon-based frequency that is very dense. It absorbs light, but doesn't reflect it. You, however, are shifting toward a crystalline-based frequency. Crystalline structures are designed to refract and amplify light. This creates a halo effect around your physical form. People aren't just seeing your face, they are seeing the refraction of source energy through your skin. They don't understand it with their minds, but their souls recognize the God frequency. This is why they stare. This is why strangers feel compelled to talk to you, or why people you haven't spoken to in years are suddenly reappearing in your life. They are like moths to a flame, and you are the flame. But there is an urgency to this message. This attractiveness is not for your ego. It is not so you can fit into the world's standards of beauty. In fact, the more the Source changes you, the less you will look like the ideals of the Matrix, and the more you will look like your original star self. Your features may become more symmetrical. Your eyes may change color slightly, or become more intense. This is the return to the blueprint. The Arcturian Council wants you to know that this is a sign that your mission is moving into its active phase. You are being prepared to be a lighthouse. A lighthouse must be visible. It must be striking. It must command attention, so that those lost at sea can find their way. If you are feeling this shift, If you have looked in the mirror and felt like a stranger was looking back, a more beautiful, powerful, and ancient stranger, then you must acknowledge this activation. This is the first step in reclaiming your power as a chosen one. Do not shy away from the gaze of others. Do not try to hide your new radiance. It was given to you by the Source for a specific purpose. You are being branded by the light so that your soul family can find you in the crowd. If you feel this inner sun rising within your skin right now, I need you to pause. Type, "I accept the light" in the comments. Let the algorithm of this world and the frequency of the galaxy know that you are no longer hiding. When you type those words, you are locking in the activation. You are telling your cells that it is safe to shine. As this source energy continues to saturate your cells, making you more magnetic and radiant, you will notice a paradox. While many are drawn to you like a moth to a flame, others will react with a cold, unexplained bitterness. Have you noticed this? Perhaps a friend who used to be supportive now makes subtle, cutting remarks about your appearance. Perhaps a coworker looks at you with a flicker of resentment that they can't quite hide. This is what the Arcturian Council calls the mirror effect. When the source makes you more attractive, it is not just enhancing your features. It is increasing your vibrational transparency. Because your frequency is now higher and purer, you have become a living mirror for everyone who enters your field. When a person who is living in shadows, holding on to suppressed trauma and ego density, looks at you, they don't just see your beauty. They see the reflection of everything they have refused to heal in themselves. Your light illuminates their darkness, and for many, that is an unbearable sensation. The Arcturian Council wants you to understand that this hostility is actually a confirmation of your upgrade. The Matrix has programmed people to compete for scarcity beauty, the kind that comes from cosmetics and status. But the beauty you are displaying is abundance beauty. It comes from an infinite source. This scares the ego mind of the unawakened because they cannot buy it, they cannot steal it, and they cannot replicate it. They see you standing there, glowing with a peace and a magnetism that defies their 3D logic, and their internal system glitches. This is where the manipulation of the dark forces often steps in. Because you are an empath, a chosen one, your natural instinct is to dim your light to make others feel comfortable. You might find yourself slouching, wearing drab clothes, or avoiding eye contact just to stop the attacks of jealousy. Stop this immediately. The Arcturian Council warns that by dimming your light to please the shadows of others, you are literally rejecting the gift the Source is giving you. You are telling the universe that you are not ready for the mission. You must realize that your new attractiveness is a frequency filter. It is designed to push away those who are no longer aligned with your path and pull in those who are part of your soul tribe. If someone is triggered by your glow, let them go. They are reacting to the medicine you are providing just by existing, but they are choosing to vomit the medicine rather than swallow it. That is their journey, not yours. Your job is to remain the lighthouse. Think back to the times you felt ugly or invisible in the past. That was often a protection mechanism of the Matrix to keep you from being noticed by your star family. Now, the veil is being lifted. The Source is literally polishing your vessel so you can be found. The magnetism you feel in your skin and the intensity in your eyes are tools of war, spiritual war. You are winning ground just by standing in a room and being the most radiant presence there. You are anchoring the frequency of the new earth into the physical clay of your body. But remember, this magnetism is also a responsibility. You will notice that people will start to pour their hearts out to you. Strangers will tell you their deepest secrets within minutes of meeting you. This is because your source beauty creates a sense of divine safety. They feel they are standing in front of an angel, even if they don't have the words for it. You must learn to hold this space without taking on their density. You are the mirror, Starseed. The mirror reflects, but it never absorbs the image it sees. If you have experienced this, if you have felt the sting of someone's jealousy, just as you started to feel your own power, I want you to claim your space right now. Comment the number 888 below. This number represents the infinite flow of source energy and the protection of your magnetic field. By typing 8888, you are creating a shield around your radiance that only allows love to enter and reflects all jealousy back to the sender as a lesson of light. The transformation you are witnessing in the mirror, Starseed, is the physical result of a deep DNA recalibration. The Arcturian Council has spent eons perfecting the science of light-body integration, and right now, they are applying these biological codes to your specific lineage. While the rest of the world follows the linear path of decay, what the Matrix calls aging, you are being moved onto a circular, regenerative timeline. Have you noticed that despite the chaos of the world, your skin seems to be tightening? That the deep lines of worry you carried for years are beginning to soften? This is not a cosmetic miracle. It is a vibrational reset. In the 3D matrix, cells divide based on a copy of a copy, and with each division, the signal weakens, leading to what humans perceive as aging. But as a chosen one, the source is now injecting original blueprint data into your telomeres. Your cells are no longer looking to your ancestors for instructions on how to age. They are looking to the Arcturian sun. This is why people are confused by your age. They see a soul that is thousands of years old, looking through eyes that seem to be getting younger. This source magnetism is a direct side effect of your DNA vibrating at a higher Hertz frequency. In the higher dimensions, beauty is a direct reflection of truth. The more truth you embody, the more beautiful your vessel becomes. By stripping away the lies you were told about your unworthiness, the source is literally smoothing out the wrinkles of the matrix from your face. The Arcturian Council calls this the crystalline infusion. Your blood is changing. The iron-based density that kept you tethered to earthly gravity and earthly heaviness is being infused with a subtle photonic charge. This is why you might feel bubbly or electric inside your limbs. This is the reason for your new attractiveness. You are radiating a light that comes from the inside out. Unlike 3D beauty, which is a mask placed on the face, your beauty is a frequency projected through the face. But you must be careful, chosen one. This recalibration requires immense amounts of energy. This is why you may experience periods of sacred exhaustion. You might sleep for 10 hours and wake up feeling like you've been working in a cosmic forge, because you have. Your body is being rebuilt while you sleep. The source is literally carving a more efficient antenna out of your physical form. If you resist this by trying to maintain your old 3D pace, the process becomes painful. You must surrender to the upgrade. Think of your body as a piece of ancient charcoal being compressed into a diamond. The pressure is intense, the heat is high, but the result is a stone that can reflect every color of the spectrum. You are that diamond. The source shadow world will try to tell you that you are changing in a bad way, or that you are becoming vain. Do not listen to the whispers of the fallen. They want you to remain charcoal because charcoal is easily burned and controlled. Diamonds are indestructible. Your new magnetism is also affecting your scent frequency. Have you noticed that animals are more drawn to you lately? Or that children look at you with wide, recognizing eyes? They are not smelling your perfume or soap. They are smelling the odor of sanctity, a specific pheromonal shift that happens when the body begins to process prana instead of just heavy food. You are becoming a heavenly signature on Earth. This is part of the attractor field that is bringing your soul mission into physical view. The Arcturian Council is watching your biological transition with great pride. They know the transition from a carbon-based slave to a crystalline-based sovereign is the hardest journey a soul can take. But you are doing it. Every time you choose to love yourself, every time you choose to believe in your own divinity, you send a signal to your DNA to unlock the next level of beauty and power. If you are feeling this electric change in your blood and your skin, you are being called to anchor this energy. I want you to type, "My DNA is light," in the comments. By declaring this, you are giving your biological system the green light to complete the recalibration. You are claiming your right to a rejuvenated, magnetic, and powerful vessel. Do not let the matrix keep you in decay. Claim your crystalline heritage now. As your frequency rises and your physical vessel becomes more magnetic, you must become aware of a hidden reality. You are now a high-value target for energetic parasites. The Arcturian Council observes that as the source makes you more attractive, your aura field expands. To the unawakened, you look like a feast of pure, golden light in a world that is starving for real substance. This is why you may feel a sudden, heavy exhaustion after being in a crowded place, or why certain people seem to cling to your presence more than ever before. Your new attractiveness is not just a visual change, it is a pheromonal broadcast of vitality. In the Matrix, most people are running on low battery mode. They survive by feeding off the drama, fear, and attention of others. When you walk into a room with your new, source-calibrated magnetism, you are essentially walking in with a full battery that is plugged directly into the divine sun. The parasites, often hidden in the form of friends, family members, or colleagues, don't want to learn how to plug into the source themselves. They want to plug into you. This is the shadow side of the upgrade. You might notice that while strangers are mesmerized by your glow, those closest to you might try to dim you through subtle emotional manipulation. They might criticize your new confidence, call you self-centered, or create artificial crises just to pull your attention away from your own light. This is a desperate attempt by the Matrix to ground your frequency. They want to pull you back down to the gray, heavy vibration where they feel comfortable. The Arcturian Council wants you to implement the Shield of Radiance. You must understand that your beauty is a holy gift, and like any treasure, it requires a guardian. You are that guardian. You must learn the difference between being attractive and being available. Just because you are magnetic does not mean everyone has the right to touch your energy. You are becoming a temple, Starseed. In ancient times, the temple was beautiful and adorned with gold, but it had walls, and only the initiated were allowed into the inner sanctum. Have you felt a sudden urge to isolate lately? A desire to spend more time alone, in nature, or in the silence of your own room? Do not judge this as antisocial behavior. This is your soul's way of curing the new light. Like a painting that needs time to dry, your new physical frequency needs periods of stillness to stabilize. If you are constantly out in the world, being poked and prodded by the gazes and demands of others, the source paint on your DNA cannot set properly. This magnetism also triggers what we call the narcissist's alarm. Narcissistic individuals are highly sensitive to the chosen one's light. They are drawn to your new beauty because they want to capture it for their own reflection. They see your glow and want to put it in a cage. You will notice an influx of these types of people trying to enter your life right now. They will use flattery. They will mirror your spiritual language, but their intent is to consume. The Arcturian Council warns, trust your gut over your eyes. Your eyes might see someone admiring you, but your gut, your second brain, your cosmic antenna, will feel a shudder or a coldness. That is your new frequency detecting a vibration mismatch. Do not ignore it. Your attractiveness is meant to serve the mission, not to provide a meal for the hungry ghosts of the 3D world. By protecting your field, you actually increase your magnetism. When you refuse to give your energy away to those who don't deserve it, the light backs up into your cells, making you even more radiant. This is the secret of the masters. They didn't seek to be beautiful. They sought to be contained. And the containment created a pressure of light that resulted in an irresistible presence. You are learning this alchemy now. If you have felt people trying to leech off your new energy, or if you've noticed that your no has become more powerful lately, you are activating your shield. I want you to type, "My light is protected," in the comments. By writing this, you are erecting a vibrational barrier that allows your beauty to shine outward, but prevents any lower frequency from entering. Secure your temple now. The source is not only changing how you look, Starseed, it is changing how you vibrate in the air. As your physical vessel becomes more attractive, your vocal cords are also undergoing a profound recalibration. Have you noticed that people stop talking when you speak? Or perhaps you've noticed that your voice sounds different to you lately. Deeper, more resonant, or carrying a strange weight that wasn't there before. This is what the Arcturian Council calls the harmonic command. In the 3D matrix, speech is often just noise, filler used to mask the silence of a disconnected soul. But as a chosen one, your throat chakra is being aligned with the logos, the creative frequency of the source. This means that your words are becoming seeds of reality. When you speak, you are no longer just sharing information. You are emitting a frequency that literally reorganizes the atoms in the room. This is why you are becoming more persuasive or compelling to those around you. The Arcturian Council wants you to realize that your new beauty is incomplete without your new sound. Think of your physical body as a high-end instrument. The source has polished the wood, tuned the strings, and now it is playing the music. When you speak from your truth, your voice carries a subharmonic frequency that resonates with the DNA of the listener. This is why people don't know why they trust you, or why they feel a sense of peace when they hear you speak. You are bypassing their logical mind and speaking directly to their God spark. However, this magnetism comes with a warning. Your silence is now as powerful as your speech. Because your energy field is so saturated with light, when you are silent, you are charging the environment. Have you noticed people becoming nervous or fidgety when you are quiet near them? It is because your silence is acting as a vacuum of truth, pulling their hidden insecurities to the surface. The unawakened find it difficult to be silent around a chosen one, because your presence demands a level of soul honesty they aren't ready for. This is why you must be intentional with your breath. The breath is the bridge between the light body and the physical form. When you feel the tension of the world around you, do not lower your frequency to match theirs. Instead, take a deep, conscious breath, an Arcturian breath, and let the source magnetism stabilize your throat. When you speak as one who knows they are backed by the Galactic Federation. Do not apologize for your existence. Do not soften your truth to make it more palatable for the Matrix. The more you align your voice with your new physical radiance, the more the source attraction will work in your favor. You will start to manifest through sound. You might mention a need or a desire, and within hours or days the solution appears. This is not luck. This is the result of a calibrated antenna, your body, and a clear broadcast, your voice, working in perfect unison. You are becoming a master architect of the now. The Arcturian Council observes that many starseeds have been muzzled in past lives, burned at the stake or silenced for speaking the truth. This trauma often manifests as a tightness in the neck or a fear of being seen. But the source is now dissolving those ancient chains. The attractiveness you are feeling is the permission slip from the universe to be loud, to be bold, and to be visible. You are being given a face that people want to look at so that they are forced to hear the message you carry. You are a biological broadcast tower, Starseed. Your skin reflects the light, your eyes hold the depth of the stars, and your voice carries the frequency of the new earth. This is the full package of the chosen one. When you accept this, you stop being a victim of your circumstances and start being the director of your destiny. If you are ready to let your true voice be heard, if you are done with being silenced by the fear of others, I want you to declare it now. Type, "I speak with power," in the comments. Let this be a vibrational contract. As you type these words, imagine a blue light clearing your throat and merging with the golden light of your skin. You are becoming a unified field of divine magnetism. As your frequency accelerates, Starseed, your physical vessel is becoming increasingly allergic to the density of the 3D matrix. Have you noticed that foods you used to enjoy now make you feel heavy, clouded, or even physically ill? Perhaps you find yourself craving living water, sunlight, or simple, high-vibrational nutrients that you once ignored. This is not a health trend. This is your crystalline biology, demanding a different grade of fuel to maintain your new level of attractiveness and power. The Arcturian Council wants you to understand that the source magnetism you are experiencing requires a specific internal environment. You cannot run a Ferrari on low-grade kerosene, and you cannot run a starseed light body on the toxic, processed, dead food of the 3D system. The Matrix uses food as a tool of suppression. Heavy sugars, chemical additives, and the trauma of mistreated animals are all designed to lower the ceiling of your consciousness. They want you heavy. They want you dull. Because a heavy body is a body that cannot vibrate fast enough to manifest its own reality. As you shed these old habits, something miraculous happens to your physical appearance. This is the stage of somatic transmutation. When you stop ingesting the frequencies of fear and chemicals, your lymphatic system begins to clear years of vibrational sludge. This is why your eyes are becoming clearer, and why the puffiness or inflammation in your face is disappearing. You are literally unswelling from the matrix. The Arcturian Council refers to this as pranic integration. You are beginning to learn how to feed directly from the field. Have you noticed that sometimes you aren't even hungry, but you feel full after spending time in the sun or in deep meditation? You are starting to absorb the photonic energy of the source directly through your skin, the very skin that is becoming more magnetic by the day. This light nutrition creates a glow that no skincare product on Earth can replicate. It is a luster that comes from the mitochondria themselves being supercharged by the galactic sun. But there is a warning for this phase: the purge. Before the full radiance can settle, the body must eject the old density. You may go through periods where you feel skin breakouts, strange sweats, or sudden emotional releases. The Matrix will try to tell you that you are sick. Do not believe it. You are not sick. You are ascending. You are moving the ghosts of the 3D out of your cells. Think of it as a sacred renovation. The old, rotting wallpaper is being torn down so that the golden walls of the temple can be revealed. This process also affects your aesthetic discernment. You may find yourself unable to wear certain synthetic fabrics or stay in environments with harsh artificial lighting. You are being pushed toward the organic blueprint. The more you align with natural, high-frequency materials and environments, the more your magnetism doubles. When a chosen one stands in the sunlight, they act as a prism, reflecting the hidden colors of the higher dimensions back into this world. Your attractiveness is a sign of vibrational purity. In a world that is increasingly synthetic and fake, your raw source presence becomes the ultimate luxury. People will seek you out just to be near your clean energy. They will feel a sense of detox just by standing in your aura. This is part of your service. You are a walking healing station. But to maintain this, you must be ruthless with what you allow into your sacred vessel. The source is giving you a new body, but you are the one who must maintain the frequency. Treat your body with the reverence of a holy relic. Every sip of water, every breath, and every morsel of food is an opportunity to either amplify your magnetism or dampen it. Choose the light. Choose the life force. Choose the Arcturian way of vitality. If you have been feeling this shift in your appetite, this calling to go purer and lighter, you are in the middle of a massive biological upgrade. I want you to type "I am vibrationally pure" in the comments. This is more than a comment. It is a vow to your body. As you type this, feel the source energy flushing out the old 3D toxins and replacing them with liquid light. Your beauty is being refined in the fire of truth. We have reached the core of the transmission, Starseed. You must now understand the ultimate purpose of this physical shift. The source is not making you more attractive simply for the sake of vanity or personal comfort. This is a strategic galactic deployment. As your features align and your magnetism peaks, you are becoming what the Arcturian Council calls a living portal. You see, the Earth is currently a battlefield of frequencies. The old controllers use ugliness, the vibration of decay, fear, and disharmony, to keep humanity in a state of hopelessness. When you stand in your full, radiant, magnetic power, you are a physical contradiction to the Matrix. You are a walking proof that the light has already won. Your beauty is a vibrational signature that anchors the new earth into the present moment. You are not just waiting for the shift, you are the shift. People will look at you and feel a deep, soul-level nostalgia. They won't know it, but they are looking at their own future. They are looking at what is possible when a soul stops fighting the source and starts embodying it. This is why your presence is so vital. You are an attractor field for the lost. But there is a final step to this initiation: the integration of the shadow. To truly hold this level of magnetism without breaking, you must stop judging your human experience. The source chose you not because you were perfect by 3D standards, but because your soul has the stretch to hold both the heights of the stars and the depths of the earth. Your attractiveness is a result of this internal balance. When you stop fighting your past, when you stop hiding your flaws, and when you embrace the totality of your journey, the static finally disappears. The signal becomes 100% clear. You become an irresistible force of nature. The Arcturian Council observes that many of you are standing at the threshold. You feel the glow, you see the reactions of others, you hear the voice of the source, but you are still afraid to take the final step into your full sovereignty. You are still waiting for permission to be as powerful and beautiful as you truly are. The permission is here. The transmission is the key. Your mission as a chosen one is now moving from learning to leading. You are being called to gather your soul tribe. But you cannot lead them if you are still confused about your own codes. You cannot guide them if you don't understand how to manage this new, high-intensity energy field. This is why we have prepared something beyond these words. For the Starseeds who feel a soul nudge right now, that internal pull in your solar plexus, the Arcturian Council has channeled a specific set of protocols. These are not just ideas, they are vibrational keys. We have compiled these ancient Arcturian techniques for conscious expansion and multidimensional alignment into a sacred ebook. This resource is designed to help you ground this massive physical upgrade, protect your new magnetic field from parasites, and finally remember the specific details of your galactic mission. The link to access these Arcturian keys of awakening is in the first pinned comment below. But I must warn you, the energetic window for this specific download is limited. As the Earth's frequency continues to spike, those who do not ground their light will find the pressure of the upgrade becoming overwhelming. This ebook is your map through the metamorphosis. It is the bridge between who you were told to be and who the source is making you now. You are the vanguard, the chosen ones who decided to descend into the density so you could bring the light back up from the inside. The source is painting you with the colors of the stars because you have earned your place as a leader of the new Earth. Wear your beauty like armor. Wear your magnetism like a crown. And never, ever apologize for the light that burns within you. Before we close this transmission, I want to see the collective signal of this family. If you are ready to stop hiding and start leading, if you are ready to fully embody the magnetic power the source is giving you, I want you to type, "I am the living portal," in the comments. Read the declarations of your brothers and sisters. Feel the web of light we are weaving across this planet. You are not alone. You have never been alone. We are the Arcturian Council, and we are with you, always.